Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be taking down my tiny twists that I've been rocking for the past 33 days. They have served me well, but as you can see, these roots are looking a little interesting. I have a lot of new growth, so it's very loose at this root area. It's getting really frizzy no matter what product I put on it. And the line where the twist meets that loose hair, it's going to come back to haunt me, as you'll see later on in this video. But as I've raved about this whole summer, this style has been amazing. I wore this style when I went on vacation for 2 weeks, and this is actually the style that you're looking at right now that I've been wearing since I got surgery in July, and they have served me so well. But this section in particular is going to make me feel a lot of things in this video. So as you might be able to tell from the title, this is a not good wash day. It starts off pretty good, but then it kind of devolves really quickly. So I'm using the same products that I used before to detangle. I use an oil, how do I describe this? I call it like a snotty detangler, a leave-in spray, and a conditioner. So I'll link the video where I did my first time taking these down, where I go into a lot more in depth, and the style afterwards in general turns out a lot better. So I will have that if you want to check it out for a very cute wash day. But here I am just taking a very sizable amount of that very runny oil and massaging it into my roots, especially where I traditionally, even when my hair is loose and curly, have the bulk of my tangles. So the more oil, the better when it comes to taking down these twists, not only to help to just loosen the tightness there at the root, but also because it really helps with the massive amount of shed hair that I'm going to have in this video. It's going to be a lot of cameo appearances of random bouts of hair just coming out. And at the end, spoiler alert, if you have any type of aversion to shed hair, I'm going to be showing you guys like a little woodland creature, like a little Furby of hair at the end. So I'll give you a little jump scare warning if I can remember. But this spray leave-in is awesome for helping to re-moisturize my hair without oversaturating it. It has some slip in there because it does have silicone. This product and the conditioner that I'm using to condition and detangle are both silicone containing, and they really help during this process. The oil and the snotty goopy treasure that I love is silicone free, but the combination of these does a really good job, especially on a section like this. I have a major little nest of shed hair tangles that is like borderline matted, and this whole process, here's that snotty goopy delight that I've been loving for years and years now. So as you will see on the second half of my hair, I could use a whole jar of this stuff because I needed it big time. Things take a turn for the worse when we get to the next side that I'm taking down. But overall, this whole process took me 4 hours, whereas last time it took me 5 hours. But this section that I'm going to show you guys where things just take a hard left it was not fun. I lulled into a false sense of happiness at how well things were going based on this first side. I did those first two back sections, moved on to the front here. As you can see, I'm very gentle when it comes to taking out my twists. I spray on as much product as I need to. Maybe I'll use a spray, maybe I'll use an oil. I just kind of feel what I think my hair needs based on that section and kind of go from there. But even if I have to remove individual little sections of hair, little strands from the tangle, I'll do it because that's the best for helping to prevent breakage and damage during this takedown process, especially since these twists are drastically smaller than any that I normally do. So the margin for having damage is a lot higher. So strand by strand until that tangle is completely released. And when I know that I can comfortably move my hand through that section, I know that I'm good to move on to the next. And I knew that I was going to have remaining shed hair. I wasn't going to be able to get everything during this process, but I had hoped, keyword hoped, that through all the repetition of detangling, because I detangle at pretty much every stage of my wash day, I had hoped that we'd be able to get everything, but my roots especially had some other plans, as you will see. So I'm all done with this first section. This took me a little over 2 hours. I'm loving the way my hair turned out. I knew that these roots were going to be a little bit puffier, a little bit more tangled than I would like, but as I mentioned, I hope that that would kind of resolve itself later on as we went through the wash day, but that unfortunately did not end up happening. So on to this little problem child section, you guys. This is always my little hot mess section, and this time definitely showed me that in a whole new way. It was not good. My head was hurting by the end of this. So as you can see, yeah, things aren't good on this first section. So I had to use a fine tooth comb, which I never ever do, but I've been seeing people do this for detangling and matting videos, and I was so desperate after working on this section for 30 minutes, this little tiny section, that I just was like, you know what, we're just gonna try it out and see what happens. And it may seem like it's going well, but it's not, you guys. It's not. It hurts so. I can feel this as I'm doing this voiceover. It hurts so bad as I got closer and closer to my root, because as you all may know, if you're frequent viewers of my channel, I am super, super tangled, tender-headed for the entirety of my life. And this looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not being rough. I'm just moving the comb pretty fast, but I was being very gentle with the actual like pressure that I was using on my hair. But you guys, this was the only thing I could do to remove that tangle that wouldn't take me like maybe an extra hour. And I was just hoping against hope that I had not damaged this section of hair. But at this point, I was going to do more damage with my fingers than with this comb. So I'm happy that I used it, but it hurts so bad, you guys. Like my whole scalp was throbbing and physically tender after this whole wash day. It was not fun. I was hoping this would be the only problem child of the day, but that was not the case. Because this process was so painful, I did little check-ins like this throughout the wash day on that section of curls. It looks like it's got some nice elasticity and I didn't damage it too much, but I did notice little pieces of breakage just because it was so incredibly matted that it was kind of inevitable. But you'll see that I kind of like I'm kind of concerned about that section, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on it for the next few months to see how it did. But this again, I was so excited to see all this hair, all this volume, but even at the time that I was recording this, I knew like this is probably this shed hair just hiding, and that was definitely the case. I had so much shed hair that had not had a chance to come out since I kept those twists in for over a month. See, I'm like, are you okay? Are you good? I don't know. To cleanse, I used the OK brand African Black Soap shampoo, and it did an awesome job. I'm really loving this cleanser. And I used 4 deep conditioners because each of them only had enough for a small section. And I thought this would be a great day to use up some product, but in hindsight, I should have just used one full super super moisturizing deep conditioner, because each of these does something very different, and I think that I should have just given all the sections of my hair the same thing, focus on a ton of moisture, nice hit of protein, and I think my hair would have enjoyed that. So I'm happy I used up these products that were pretty much only enough for a little bit of hair at a time, but my hair was screaming out for for something else. So I will definitely be remembering that next time I do this style and take it down, because individually some of these made certain parts of my hair feel good, but others I think my hair was needing a lot more. So I used a mixture of the Sorenzo Beauty Nourish Deep Conditioner, which my hair really enjoyed, gave me a lot of shine, and it smelled so good. I went to sleep with this deep conditioner and I could smell like the vanilla around me when I went to bed. So that was really nice. I also used a little bit of that melanin deep conditioner that I had left, which I also really enjoyed, which is why I put that one on my hair first, because it has a nice mixture of amino acids and moisture, great for that protein moisture balance. I also used in the very beginning, I used the She Scented Ochre Reconstructor, which is really good for strengthening, but I don't really find that one has any moisture, so I messed up there. My hair definitely needed more moisture on this wash day. At this point, I had spent maybe 6+ hours on my hair, and I was at the point where my battery was running low. So I decided to just go ahead and sleep in this deep conditioner concoction to really get it on my strands, let my body heat, open up my cuticles, and help things penetrate a bit more. And I'm glad that I did take that in between stance with doing my hair, because you guys, if you do your hair when you're frustrated and tired, it's usually not the best. So I went in with one last deep conditioner because I ran out of the other 3, the Sultanicals Fro Despair Vitamin Hair Repair. This one also has a little bit more protein in there, so I thought it'd be good for my curls. But as I mentioned, next time, definitely erring on the side of using something with more moisture. So the next day, doing a little check-in, more shed hair, of course, before rinsing out my deep conditioner. I could already tell those roots were going to come back to haunt me. It was not going to be pleasant. So this is where the melancholy really starts to set in for the rest of the video. So this is my hair with the deep conditioners all rinsed out. It's a bit frizzier than usual because I just came out of a protective style that kind of gave my hair an elongated look. Plus I did it on blow dried hair. So I was not surprised here trying to find my scalp due to all the extra thickness from the shed hair. Go back, I would definitely make some different choices with the products I used. I used a leave-in conditioner, this moisture cream, which is not moisturizing at all, this olive and honey hydrating balm from Chemet Biologics, and this mousse from Giovanni. Again, I was trying to use up products, but the only thing from this batch that was moisturizing was this right here, the Shea Moisture Superfruit Rinse Out, which if you guys have been with me for a while, you know is my favorite leave-in conditioner of all time. I didn't have enough of it though. I don't know why I thought I would be good with this amount of product knowing how thirsty my hair is, especially after a long-term protective style like this. I was just very focused on using bottles up that I've been looking at for the past like month and a half pretty much. So I used this, should have used a lot more, but that moisture cream, you guys, it really made my hair feel a lot worse than before I put it on. And I'm feeling my hair right now with it in there, and it feels okay, but it's nowhere near the amount of moisture that I needed after this lack of any sort of moisturizing cream in, like, oh yeah, wasp, of course. If it's nice outside and I'm there, you know we're gonna have a bug encounter in one of these videos. But yeah, this stuff has amazing ingredients. I don't think this company is around anymore, but the ingredients are phenomenal. On paper you would think it's good, but just it never does well on my hair. So I think I'm going to use this up on dry hair on a bun and add it to the empties, but on this day I needed a lot more. Same with this Chemet Biologics. I enjoy it on other days, but this was just a day where I needed so much more than I was giving my hair. So in hindsight, I will take note for next time, moisture, moisture, and more moisture. But I just decided to do some big twists because the plan was for me to trim my hair. And y'all, I messed up with this one too. My hair broke with this dang on mousse. I was so over it at this point, you guys. I was like, man, it's just one thing after another. I'm just not having a good time. But I had planned to trim my hair in these twists, but they're so bulky and just poofy at the roots that my trim won't turn out nice. So I'm going to redo this style another day and then trim after that, because this was just a I'm fighting for my life wash day pretty much. Plus I had somewhere to go, so I didn't have time on my side anymore. So I knew that this style was going to be bad to deal with later on, but it was just I got to get out the house, I got to go, and I'll just deal with the fun later, which is what I'm going to be doing in a little bit after recording this narration, re-detangling. So as we can see, I've got this like humpback whale root situation all throughout my hair. My roots are so puffy. This is a definite do not do what I'm doing type of video. This is I want to show you guys the good and not so good wash days. And this is definitely a not so good type of day. But yeah, highly recommend trying to thoroughly detangle after a protective style. Use moisturizing products and try not to style on super tangled hair. I'm just watching this like, oh, this is not going to be a fun time. And I know that this hair is waiting for me after this video, so I'm very sad. Very, very sad. Last section. Yay. This is the final result. Oh yeah, I took out this section because it was just way too massive. So even though I had to go, I was like, I gotta redo this. I gotta split this into two because this is gonna unravel and look crazy. And I went to get a burger after this, you guys. I looked such a hot mess at that little burger shop. I was like, bro, I wish I had a hat right now. It's just not looking good. Oh, I might try the unbrush, you guys. Even though I do not have good luck with brushes, I mean, maybe it'll work for me because these roots are just making me so sad. And I know that will always be something I've got to deal with. So maybe I'll give it a try after all. You can see that frizz, see that bunched up. Yeah, not not the same experience that I had last time I took this style out. more shed hair, more tangles. Definitely will not be going past 30 days next time I do this style. It may not seem like a big difference, those 3 extra days, but that's on average, you lose 100 hairs a day. That's 300 more shed hairs that I let kind of hang out here and accumulate. So apparently my hair has a limit and now I know what it is. So I'm just going ahead and giving up with, with the trying for now. Look at that. Oh my God, that side profile, y'all. That is rough. And I tried to put this in a bun. I tried to put it in a ponytail. It just wasn't working. It wasn't working. So I just clipped the front back and went and got my burger and did what I had to do. But this, oh yeah, this is all the shed hair. Not all of it, but this is the majority of it. There's still some in my hair as we speak. This is a lot. And there's more to join the party. So fun for me. Going in with a little bit more cream to try to help re-moisturize that super dehydrated crown that I've got. Look at this, y'all. It's just not. It's just so bulky and just. I can see the shed hairs literally coming out through the screen. Here's the results, all dry. Yay! Oh my gosh. I could tell the point where things took that turn. I knew this would be the result. It's actually cuter than I thought it would be. And I say that with a lot of, cute is very generous. But it does look better than I thought it would considering where those twists where those twists ended. But yeah, it's very stiff. It's shiny though. It's a little shiny. It's got a little bit of softness, but nowhere near where I had hoped this would turn out at the beginning. And I need to redo my henna. So yeah, my next wash day is going to be a pick up where we left off type of wash day. But some of the curls look cute. But yeah, I need a trim, I need a protein treatment, I need a moisture treatment, and I need to do my henna. So there's a lot happening right now. As much as I love this protective style, I'm not going to do it again for probably another couple of months. Just because this experience was so harrowing, I don't want to do it again for a little bit. I will take the lessons I've learned from this particular wash day and apply them to next time because thankfully I will not be recovering from surgery, so I won't be laying down as much. So hopefully my nape area won't mat as badly. I will not be leaving these in for 30 days plus, and I will just take these lessons. So putting this up in a bun for sure and taking that bun down in the next few minutes to detangle. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this very realistic wash day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Thanks again. Bye. This little struggle bun. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.